Good morning, Grievous. Oh, the serenity. Can you hear the lawnmower in the background? You won't believe this, but we've had a guy building a studio sort of in front, but to the left of my place for the last 5 months, hammering nails in by hand, one at a time, bang, 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 all day. Started at 6 a.m. on Boxing Day. And we're all a bit fed up. But now they're not hammering, but somebody's mowing. Hey, BR the Star, you love the beach? Well, let's head down there. Let's head down. I'm going down for a swim, but I thought before I jump in the ocean, if people want to throw their 2021 woes or concerns or whatever out into the ocean, this is your chance. And then when I finish the live, I'm going to go for a swim and I'll make sure that I push all of your woes way, way out. Hey, Deb. Buy a horn and sounder when they say, oh, it's tempting. I just texted my neighbour because we were all talking about the hammering yesterday and how, like I go back to work next Wednesday and how we just wanted to say to them, can you just give us one day off? Like, could you just let us have a day where our brains aren't rattling because of your fucking hammering, right? And this morning I heard a couple of banging noises and I was like, oh, shit. It wasn't even 6 o'clock when I got out of bed. And it wasn't them. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't them. But about half an hour ago, the ute rocked up and has started to mow the block right next to Gina's because Gina's like, yeah, I hear the hammering a little bit, but it's not too bad. Well, she's now got a lawnmower right outside her bedroom window. Ah, the serenity. Oh, it's a gorgeous day and it's going to be hot too, so I'm heading to the beach before it gets too crazy. I've already done my morning power walking thing, but I've been having a swim every day and I was like, go down now. I'll probably go down again this afternoon because it'll get really hot at home because I still haven't got my screen doors onto my deck, so I can't have the sliding doors open or Sunny will escape. Hey, AJ. Yeah, a bit of beach therapy for us all before the year that was comes to an end. I'm thinking of going live from home at about, well, I had it set for midday, but I've changed it to 1 Australian Eastern Standard Time. So I thought I might just do a little panel and we'll have a little bit of a look at the year that was. Send it off with a, blow it away with a kiss. No, we don't have sharks here, BR the Star. Well, that's not true. We do, but white pointers, no. We have, there's actually a shark sanctuary at the end of this beach, but they're gummy sharks. They don't have teeth and they're little. It's not to say we have had white pointers moving further down the coast of Tasmania because the water temperatures are increasing. But no, this isn't a beach renowned for sharks. But we have got pretty good systems in place for people to be able to report if they see sharks and so on. Hey, Kimberly. I'm not Mel. Unless Mel's popped in. Has Mel popped in? I'm Tori. But I'll pass on your regards, Kimberly. Hey, PFOs, how you doing? Yeah, gummy sharks are great. They're cute as. They might clamp on your leg, but that's about it. And I've never had one clamp on my leg, so, But we'll toodle down to the beach. I'm sure I'll sit in the sun and so I can read comments because I've got my sun hat on today. See if anyone has any woes or cares or worries or things that happened this year that they just want to throw out into the ocean. And then when I end in the live, like I was saying earlier, I'll go for a swim and just make sure that I push everything way out into the oceans for you. Has anyone left a towel at the beach? Just here if you have. Kimberly, yes. It's traces of nuts. I mean, Mama wouldn't even be awake yet. But that's okay. We do get confused from time to time. It's fine. It's fine. Now everyone needs to go into Mil's live next time she goes live and say, "Hey, Tori, how you doing?" All right, that's the deal. Same shit, different day. Well, hopefully 2022 will be new shit every day. I love this little track to the beat. Where's Kenny? Slides in. Hey, Trixie. Happy New Year's to you too. Where's Kenny? Slides in. Because, of course, tomorrow will be 2022 when I wake up. And I'm really excited about 2022. 2 is my favourite number. And I just think it's got a good ring to it. And it is the year of the tiger, which is all about bravery and courage. And I really think we need a bit of that in these crazy times, not just on YouTube, but, you know, out in the world. So I think it's going to be a good one. One thing I did find out the other day, and I can't find the article now to share it with everyone, but the one bit of advice that I read was we all need to try and save a little bit more money than usual because we're all going to possibly need it down the track. So even if you just start squirreling away an extra $1 or $2 a week, but that was the advice, was everyone needs to save a bit more than usual, or just save a bit if you don't yet, because we're going to need it. I think next year's going to be better. We're putting it out there that it's going to be better, so, you know, what you think you create, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you become. There's my profundity. So I've already got, because it's such a stunning day and it's summer holidays, there's already a heap of surfers out there and lots of people setting up down on the beach. And the same this way too. There's people with their brollies or umbrellas already, beach umbrellas already up. This is my little horseshoe spot in here. I get very upset when I come down here and someone else is in it. It's like, no, get out of my horseshoe. Mine. It's mine, I tells you. I'm just going to put my stuff down and I'll read chat in a sec. AJ, I saw you just wrote an essay, so give me a moment. It still helps me too if you guys, sorry, the camera's going everywhere. It still helps me if you guys write in capitals when I'm at the beach, because the glare on the screen, which isn't too bad at the moment, but I've actually bought a little sunshady thing. I thought about bringing that down. You do have to have cash to squirrel. Oh, I know. The funerals have been happening for the last week. Hey, check this out. Look at this. Hello. Look. That's a rare size. Pips popsicles. So they're selling popsicles. That's pretty cute. Hey, Peace, Love, Smiles. It is a beautiful beach. Yeah, so blow a kiss to the sky for the children who are being farewelled today at funerals. And quite a few of the families waited until after Christmas, which, I think is good because, it was bad enough that they lost their babies right before Christmas, but there were, siblings who survived, and hopefully they were still able to have a bit of a Christmas. But yeah, there've been quite a few funerals for some of the kids. I know that I think it was Jalala was farewelled yesterday. Someone named Emily thinks Lindley is after me. No, Emily's wrong. Everyone wants Lindley. Come on, come on. Look at AJ saying hello and happy New Year to everyone. That's what I love about this. All the other nutty groovers. That's what I love about this community. Like, we just give a fuck about each other. It's so nice. It's so nice. So out in that ocean, because out on the horizon, that is the ocean. If we went in a straight line from here, we would end up in New Zealand. You'll get lots of warm welcomes here, Peace Up Smiles. It's a fabulous community where we've basically created a corner of YouTube where people can just hang out, chill out, have some laughs, with a few tears sometimes too. But it's drama-free. Everyone looks out for each other. You'll love it. The groovers in this community are the bomb. I'm telling you, the absolute bomb. Just trying to be respectful of people when they're walking past. Shanna! Happy New Year, beautiful girl. Well, from Australia anyway. We're a bit of beach therapy. We're throwing some stuff out into the ocean and letting it sail away so we don't carry it into 2022 with us. And it can be anything. It can be absolutely anything. So lovely to see you, Shanna. I love you, girl. Groovers rock, for sure. So have a think if there's something that you'd like to flick out there. And when I go for a swim, I will push it right out so it sails away. Happy New Year! Yay! I can toast you with my bottle of water. Cheers, everybody. You're expecting snow on Saturday? I hope we're not. Although it is kind of fun when we get snow in the middle of summer here. It's only happened like once every decade, I reckon. It snowed on Christmas Day about a decade ago. It was pretty random. You live on a reef in the Florida Keys. Oh, nice. Nice. It doesn't get terribly cold in Florida, though, even in winter, does it? That's why so many people move there. Oh, I'm torn. I've got people with dogs this way, or I've got a dude in a high-vis vest on the phone that way. Let's go this way for a minute. Inches? Are you talking about 8 inches? Please don't talk about your penis size. It's a bit early in the morning for that, Kenny. I mean, I know that you and Lindley are getting it on, but I mean, I can pass the message on to her, but be other side, it doesn't get cold like states of the US of A do. Yeah, the southernmost point, right? Yeah, fair enough. If you throw my bills out, oh yeah, of course. They'll still need to be paid at some point, though. It's midday somewhere in the world, AJ. My sister and I had champagne brunch on the day after Boxing Day on the 27th at about 10 a.m. and it was delicious. Oh, and you're not getting winter yet, Trixie. So, be able to say how cold. It doesn't get cold. Like I lived in Missouri, in Kansas City, and we had like knee deep snow and had to plow the driveway and all that. I've never seen anything like that here ever. Tasmania is the southernmost state, and we're a little island. Um, and we do have snow-capped mountains in winter, and even Mount Wellington, which is over there in the distance. That gets snow on it in winter, but it rarely stays on top of the mountain. The mountain doesn't usually get cold enough for us to have snow on top of the mountain all winter. It is a beautiful beach. I'll give you another. So down that end is known. The whole beach is called Carlton Park, but that end is known as Park Beach, and you've got the beautiful bluff, and it's also the best surf break. So a lot of surfers, although today it's pretty flat, but we've had some brilliant surf. Yesterday, I wish I'd brought my boogie board down with me when I had a swim. It was great. Who said mimosas? Oh, Shanna, yes. And I've got orange juice. I bought some to use for something I was going to make around Christmas time, and I haven't had it yet. I noticed it there today, so I might have to have a mimosa for morning tea. So that's Park Beach, and that's sort of where all the nippers and grommets. The nippers are the little surf lifesavers, and the grommets are the baby surfers. That's where they all learn. And then at the other end, that's the Carlton end, and the surf clubs up there. So a lot of the nippers also learn up there. And then we've got another bluff. And when the bluff comes down just here, there's Carlton River. It's a tidal river, and that's where the gummy shark sanctuary is. And it's a beautiful beach to walk along. It's from where the track I use comes out just here from this sort of point on up until, I don't know if you can see the umbrella up there, but sort of where the last lot of people are visible is a dog walking beach all year round. Oh, sorry, in summer, and then in winter the whole beach is a dog walking beach. Oh, 8 inches of snow. Where's Kenny? Sorry. My bad. I took it straight to the gutter deliberately. I knew you were talking snow. I don't know what kind of sucks. What sucks? That you still got to pay your bills? Yeah, that does suck. My Christmas was delightful. It's almost a forgotten memory now. It was lovely, thank you. How was yours? Where's Kenny? I watched this horrifying yet satisfying documentary entitled The Way Down. Google it on HBO. Oh, we don't have HBO Max. We don't even have HBO. Oh, but I will Google it. The hair. So The Way Down. Are we talking about the change in pubic hair design over the years? We're talking some 70s porn bushes. We have beautiful places to walk. The babies are protected. Yeah, the baby sharks are protected. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Stunning. But none of you, apart from PFI, is wanting to throw some bills into the ocean. None of you have got any woes. Come on, everyone's been whinging about 2021 all year. Here we are. Here's your chance to purge. Set those fuckers free. I didn't shave my legs very well. I can feel a couple of hairs blowing in the breeze. Speaking of hair. The average house price, well, huge now. If you were buying one of the houses up on that bluff, you'd be paying $1 million plus, which doesn't sound like a lot to people, but considering I bought my place for under 300,000 7 years ago, like a brand new build on 3/4 of an acre and 150 metres from the beach. 70% of houses now are selling around or over the $1 million mark down here. But I mean, most places you're sort of looking between 550 and 650. Not most, but a lot. And there's even little sort of 1 and 2 bedroom places that are selling that are down on the flat in the sort of suburban part, I guess. Not that it's really suburbs, but you know what I mean. Like they're not on the beach or anything. They're selling for around 450, 550. But if you're talking near the beach, yeah, a lot. It's about a lady who ran a Southern Baptist cult. Her hair was 23 inches high. Oh, shit. I just took it to the gutter again. I thought it was a doco about the changes in pubic hairstyles over the years. Jesus. It's Kenny's fault. He advertised his 8 inches and it's just been downhill since then. Yeah, we call it a seller's market here. I mean, my place is four times what I paid for it 7 years ago. That's insane. That's not typical Tasmania. We used to have to sit on houses for like 20 years to even really make a profit. You could sell, sometimes 10 years you'd make a profit, but a lot of the time people would just break even or make a tiny bit of money. But then when they bought the new place with stamp duty and everything, you know what I mean? It sort of negated itself. But yeah, the value of my house has shot through the roof. But I'm not planning on selling it ever. I'll be carried out of that house in a box. So come on, none of you have got any woes. I was like, nobody's live. Well, nobody interesting. Well, that's kind of true, but not true because our salaries are way down on the mainland. So $1 million for a Tasmanian. There's very few Tasmanians that earn $1 million a year, or even 500,000 a year, or even 250,000 a year. So Tasmanians are actually have been for years priced out of the market, which is really bad. But that's why so many mainland buyers, they sell their place in Sydney for $6.5 million, and they come down here and buy 3 properties for $1 million each and still have change in the bank. But that's not how it works here. It wasn't about the map of Tassie. No, it wasn't. Yes, I'd like to throw all of the YouTube scammers and grifters out there. And I'm going to do a live, actually, about the scammers and grifters and how they continue to just arrive on YouTube and cause the destruction that they do. The little Shetland ponies, they're selling ice blocks for $2. That's pretty cute. How do we stop it, you know? So keep an eye out for my live. It's going to be called How Do We Solve a Problem Like Natasha? And it's not just about her. It's just about her ilk who continue. And not just, I mean, like I said, not just her. There's creators that have been on YouTube for, heading into their 5th year now, 4th year, who are scamming and grifting. Hey, Joey Wilson, and a Happy New Year to you. 20 times in 15 years, that is crazy, but well done. Uh-oh, where's Kenny? Slides back in. You need to throw out, yes, peace, love, smiles, just throw out all of the negative vibes. No, you can throw people, go for it. Normally on my channel, we don't like bitch about other creators, but I'm happy on this occasion, if that's what you wish to do, or a person in your real life, throw them out there. We're just not going to start bitching about them. But if there are people in chat who have someone they would like to throw or roll out into the ocean, now's your chance. Just be mindful that the community we come from, the reason I don't allow or I try to discourage people bitching about specific creators is this channel and this community, people have come from all over the place, and for every person that one of you doesn't like, there's probably someone else in chat who does like them. So I don't want anyone to ever feel that they're not able to be in chat because someone's being mouthy in the chat about a creator that they like or moderate for or support. So that's why. But yeah, if you can be sort of a bit clever in your wording, throw them out there. Well, do buy down here, PFOs. It's fucking awesome. Oh, my God, Joey, and I just talked about how we don't... But, yeah, if she does do another fundraiser in her community, you're going to board a plane to Florida. No, look, fuck it. It's New Year's Eve. Let's get it out there. Let's get it off our chest. Fuck it. Talk about whoever you want. But clearly, based on Joey's comment, Natasha is being tossed out there. Name and shame. Well, you guys can too. But yeah, I personally would have no issue throwing her out there and Lynn close behind. There's a few names I'm not going to name though because I don't want to incite any fear or war to deal with next year. I finally recovered this year from all the shit I got put through on YouTube back in 2018, 2019, and I do not want it back in my life. So I will be discreet. The only good thing about Natasha and Lynn is it gave Mel an opportunity to do a parody. I think they're starting to leave in the droves. Oh, Frederick Pope. Boom Ong. Right. Welcome, Frederick Pope. But sadly, dude, you have been smoted, and I'm going to throw Frederick Pope out into the ocean. I love that these bots have all got Caucasian names, like first name and surname. Although I prefer the ladies. I had a Rosemary Brittle the other day. She was awesome. Ding dong, the Pope is dead. Yeah. This is the whole point of this, Joey. Fucking write it. Look, we've got open season on my channel. I don't have 1,200 people watching. Fuck it. We've got nothing to lose. Throw the fuckers out there. But, I do want to do a live about not so much what she's done because there's a shitload of info out there that we all know about already, but I want to talk about these sort of people who continue to arrive on YouTube and do the things that they do and why this problem continues. Now, as far as people giving money goes, it does irritate me, but it's not my money. It saddens me is the right word. It appalls me, actually, especially when there is so much information out there about her. It's the emotional abuse that I can't deal with. And that's what I want to chat about, these sort of creators that just manipulate their communities in lots of different ways. And how can we put an end to it? You're racing with Baz. Go, Joey, go. Beat him. Beat Baz. See, look at all the loves. Always so much loves. Let's talk about Lindley. She's yours. Well, you got to find Mr. Recliner Man for her. She's in a love triangle with you two, a love threesome. If you're open to sharing, Because I know Mr. Recliner Man will fight like a demon for her love and affection. Oh, yes. Awesome choice. Fuck, we need a few people to help, though. I can't lift that prick on my... Hey, guess what? That recliner is still on the side of the road. Hard rubbish didn't pick it up. It's a fucking eyesore. I'm going to take a little bit of gasoline and a torch, like a flamethrower torch, and boom. No, I'm not, but I want to. Are you back already? Joey, you let the team down. Speaking of Bazza, can you see the seagull out there, Baz? Bazza having a dip in the oceans. Speaking of, I'm going to do a taste test, a temperature test. I'm not going to lie, it's not as warm as it has been in previous summers yet. We're having a late summer. It's starting to get hot now. But I must admit, once you're in and flopping around in it, it's quite delightful. Here's Bazza. Bazza? Where the fuck is Shazza? Where's your love gone? I'm scouring the beach for Shaz. Oh, God, she's hanging out with all the surfers. She's such a slut. See you, Baz. Fly free, little man. What game are you playing, Joey? You can throw it out in the ocean if you want. All right. Temperature test. Hallelujah. No, it's not. It's not hallelujah. It's cold, though, because there's wind. If this swim is going to... Oh, no, it's cold. Fuck, it's cold. I mean, it's not freezing cold, but it feels colder than it was yesterday. Forza, never heard of it. Yes, all COVID cases, be gone. Although we're all getting absolutely bombarded, aren't we? Tassie will be 200 cases a day by next week. That was my prediction. I'm going to become the Australian version of Dr. Duck Wong. I'm going to do predictions. I get it's a racing game with, well, I didn't know about the cool-ass cars. When you say cool-ass, what are we talking about? Are you fanging around in a P76? A Datsun 120Y? Or are you in a Monaro? It's going to be 40. Yuck. It's only going to be 28 here. And people go, oh, 28's cold, but spend a day in Tassie and see what the sun's like, motherfuckers. 28 here is like 34 in Adelaide. Like the perfect day to be out and about. Do you know what my favourite temperature is in summer? 32 degrees. Absolutely love it. That is the perfect summer's day. Oh, a bit of water just went right up my cracker. Oh. Here in the Keys, a trailer is 200,000. Datto 1600, and yes to Monaro. I like the Defender. People are starting to set up for the day down here because it's going to be a perfect beach day. 28 is a perfect beach day for us. But yeah, don't underestimate the sun in Tassie. She's got a bite. I don't know if you can see, but I'm pretty tanned without actually being a tanner. I don't lie on the beach and tan. Yes. 20 minutes in the Tassie sun and you're blistering like bubble wrap. Luckily I don't, but a lot of people do. I'm very lucky I've got my mum's olive skin. My brother and sister, however, they got sort of paler skin. They do ultimately go brown, but they've got to be really careful. Although now Will's in Singapore and they're very outdoorsy, he's gotten very tanned. But here, if he spent too long in the sun, he'd be bright red. VW Beetle's the only cool car? Huh. Nah. There's lots of cool cars. You bought your house back in the 80s and paid in full. Nice. How lovely to be mortgage free. Mind you, my mortgage is tiny. I was one of those intelligent people when the bank told me I could borrow up to 830,000. I spent 290,000. I worked in real estate and hated it. And actually, I'm going to throw that out there. What I'm throwing out there is next year, when people meet me for the first time, they're not going to say to me, "Are you still working in real estate?" I did it for 18 months. I missed out on being in MasterChef because of it, and the second season. And but that was also my poor choice. I wish I'd done it now, but anyway, I didn't. Um, but people, for some reason, I've done so many interesting things with my careers, my many varied careers. Everyone fucking remembers that. So I'm throwing it out there. No one will ever ask me ever again if I'm still fucking working in real estate. Be gone. Miss K. Hello, 32 for you today? That's my perfect day. Although this is pretty perfect too. 28's lovely. Like it'll get hot up in my house because I can't have all the doors wide open because Sunny will escape. So we get a little bit toasty in my place, unfortunately. And she also hasn't quite worked out yet that lying on the tiles in the bathroom is the coolest place. Look at that dog. Beautiful golden retriever. But yeah, Sunny hasn't worked out that lying on the bathroom tiles is the coolest place in the house. But she's a bit more of a lady than Biscuit. Like Biscuit just did whatever the fuck she wanted. Whereas Sunny, I think that lying on the bathroom tiles would be her absolute last resort. Okay, Trixie tension, here we go. Throw out all of your toxic family members. Be gone. How many are there? All of Trixie's toxic family members. Fuck off. You are not going to affect, bother, or interfere with Trixie's happiness in 2022. No, you're not. Have you guys seen all the stupid memes floating around going, "Oh, I've just realised the way you pronounce 2022, it's like 2020, the second coming"? I'm like, no, it's not. There needs to be a point in there, doesn't there? Or stupid. You did well. You did well. Oh, somebody gave me some pound. Who was that? Recliner detective. Thank you, beautiful. Love you too, Groover. Hey, thanks for the links you sent me this morning. I've been getting some gardening. PFOs. Fuck off. Throw PFO's comment out there. PFO's attempt at being funny. Let's wait for this dude to walk past. Yeah, thank you for the links. I'll have a proper look at them later. Be gone. Be gone. We're throwing all of our 2021 annoyances and woes out into the ocean, Recliner Detective, and they're going to float away. And I'm going to go for a swim when I finish this live, and I'm going to make sure they all float out to sea. But thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. Sunny will be delighted. I was hoping Ruth would pop in. Ruth's just fallen madly, even more madly in love with the Sunny Bum. You've got aircon on. I don't have aircon because my house is all sliding doors out onto a deck, and after midday it's all in the shade, and obviously I get this beautiful sea breeze. The problem is I've now got a cat who has only ever been indoors, and she's desperately keen to jump off the deck and go exploring. And she's absolutely clueless. She's a complete bimbo, and it would not end well for her. Whereas Biscuit lived on a 100-acre farm before I rescued her. Hey, puppy. Hey, is it you, Tara? It is Tara. Hey, Tara. That dog's called Tara. Hey, Joe. Good. Happy New Year. I'm live on YouTube, just so you know. But you're not in the shot. Yeah, but yeah, you too. Yeah, very well. Hey, Tara. Hello, baby girl. Hey, gorgeous. Oh, it's well, except for the guy building the studio in front of me that every day. And then this morning, for the first morning, they haven't been doing it. Now there's a guy mowing the block next to Gina. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But I hope you have a lovely night, whatever you do. And wow. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Gina and I, we're just going to sit on the couch with all the windows open at her place and drink wine. I'll be tucked up in bed by 10, probably. I'll probably be tucked up in bed by 10. No, I've got 3 parties in town, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, 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 yeah. The only other place I might go is my sister's at Modena now. So I might go down there because they've got the big 360-degree stars and beautiful. They're up on the top of a hill. Yep. Oh, people are saying hello to you. All right, doll. We definitely have to have a summer wine soon. Yeah, that'd be lovely. It's, well, I go back on Wednesday, but I'm only part time, so we'll find a night. Yeah, we'll be. Take care. I don't. I can't do it because I'm live. They'll hear me. I can punch it in your phone. I won't give my number to the entire. Sorry, people on YouTube.
Yeah, sorry, just hang ten.
We're doing important things. I did have your number when
I think, what's your name?
Tori.
Tori, I was called you. Oh, sorry. Tori. I remember that. It's a great name.
Thanks.
Okay. Maybe if I put it in there.
Yeah, but I think I've got your number from when Jemima was possibly going to house it for you. Yeah.
You have, but of course I'm not going to New Zealand. I didn't go to Western Australia.
No.
I'm going to New Zealand next month. So
No. Well,
no need it.
no.
I'll ring you if you know, Joey.
Yes. Yep, I know you. Just rang me by mistake. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Groovers. Happy New Year, PFOs. Sorry about that. I thought she'd say hi. Oh, wait a minute. That's just sexy or do I not have a mod in here? Arlene May. I'm getting all the weird body things. Hang on. Oh shit. I've lost chat. What's happened? Um Yes, throw all the diet plans out there. Shitty diet plans. Be gone. Stop bragging on your beautiful weather. Never. Hey, Lee G, Happy New Year. Tara is a lovely dog. I've got an enclosure, but I haven't got a run. So she can get out onto my deck, but she gets onto it through the house, and it's a sort of upright, like it's not a run. I mean, she's got a day bed and stuff in there, but as soon as I close the latch into the house, she freaks out. So it doesn't work. Plus, she's got a lot of floof and she gets way too hot in the sun. So she's not a fan of the enclosure at the moment. You got rain, Lee D? Well, let's throw the rain out. Rain be gone. I don't know what I've done to shrink my screen. It's shrunken. Yes, we did. We are throwing them out. I threw them out into the ocean. We do see 2022. See you again, PF Oz. Hey, Sarita, Happy New Year. Oh, no, here's another Russian. My screen is shrunk and I can't reach block. I think I blocked it. I don't think I can wrench you on here. I can't give anyone wrenches on StreamYard on my phone. I've got to be on YouTube to hand out the wrenches. You want a skinny dip? No, you don't need to use caps. I'm doing okay reading at the moment. Miss K, I'm going to throw you out in the ocean. Miss K, fly free. There's a little kid down there. He just caught Miss K and he's throwing her out. Oh, now here comes my friend Wendy. Everyone's on the beach this morning. Everyone's on the beach this morning. Throw out bikinis? No. No. Do you know how you get a bikini body? You buy a bikini and you put it on your body. Done. I've got so many pairs of bikinis and bathers. I love them. And I've just bought another pair too because I can't help myself. Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Wait, where's Wendy? I cannot see a Wendy. Hello. Oh, my friend. I was thinking there was a Wendy in chat. My friend Wendy on the beach. Yes. She's down there. She's with her grandson. She's about to pull him along the sand on his little boogie board. All right. You've got 10 more minutes, Groovers. That's Wendy down there. It's blocked. What's blocked? I blocked that Russian bot, but my screen, I don't know why it does it, but if I touch a spot, it shrinks it. Let me see if I can change the layout. Nope, still shrunken. Still shrunken. And I can't expand it. It was all that getting Joe's number, and I already fucking had it in my phone because she rang me and her name came up on the screen. Oh, you're throwing out your bikinis because you're going to skinny dip. Gotcha. Dude on a bike, dude on a bike. There's Wendy dragging her little grandson along the beach. Oh, it's so much fun being a kid on a beach. Very Australian childhood. For those non-Australians in chat, if you sort of do a map of Australia where the populations are, we're all around the coast. I mean, there's a few people in the middle of Australia, but not many. Yeah, chuck out your bikinis. Skinny dip, girls. I dare you. There are people who do go for nudie-roody swims here in the middle of the day. Pretty brash, you know, pretty confident. You can still get pinged for indecent exposure doing that. But it is a bit weird. There's a mother-daughter combo that do it, and I'm like, that is one thing I would have never done with my mum. Love her to bits, loved her to bits. Awesome woman. But I would have never gone to the beach and gone skinny dipping with her, ever. Or my dad, even worse. Oh, we've got the skinny dippers are coming in for us. All right, Joey's going to do it. Safety in numbers. I mean, I'm all for a skinny dip, don't get me wrong, but not with my mum. I mean, my mum's dead, so that would be a really bad skinny dip. But you know what I'm saying, back when she was still around. Although if I had to choose between my mum and my dad, I would have skinny dipped with my mum. All right, so we've got 3 skinny dippers now. I'm kind of impressed you guys didn't have that many things you wanted to throw out into the ocean. I think we're a pretty well-adjusted community. Yeah, I had a swoop of the Russians. I do like chatting to them momentarily before I block them, especially when they've got names like Rosemary Smith-Jones and shit like that. It makes me laugh. Trixie, no, we're all skinny dipping. Do you know how you get a skinny dipping body? You take all your clothes off and run into the ocean. I don't give a flip. I mean, I've grew up on the beach. I'm a total beach girl, as most of you know. My cat's a bit boho and beachy as well. My place is very beachy. But I remember years ago, a friend of mine, Sheridan, said, and she's a big, voluptuous, juicy girl, and she loves the ocean too. And I remember we were both blobbing around in the water, having a lovely time and making jokes about being beach whales or whatever. It was probably me, actually. I wasn't making a joke. I was being serious about me. She said, you have a fine seafaring body, and I've never forgotten that. Oh, no, just as I said that, nobody looks like a beach whale except a beach whale. And whales are beautiful. So quite a few of us are now naked and skinny dipping. Very few woes to send out into the ocean. Super impressed. AJ's got a story. Your mum took you to, an all-woman. Wait, hang on. I missed. Your mum took you to a health club gym regularly in the 80s, and all the women swam in the pool, sat in the sauna and spun naked after they'd worked out. I've never recovered. You're a kid. Yeah, that would be traumatic. Sarita, last time she skinny dipped, she was tripping. Are you sure you were skinny dipping in water? You weren't just like naked and flailing around on the ground in the middle of a paddock, were you? Your mother had the best breasts in a wet T-shirt contest. Wow. Go recliner detective MI5's mum. Hey, Ozzy. Happy New Year, beautiful. I love how people just cruise on in, say good day, say hi to everyone, hang out for a while, and then people wander off and then new peeps come in. I like that about this channel. It's fun. I look at some channels when they've got 500 or 600 people in them, and I'm like, I wouldn't cope with that. Um, why are we naked? We're skinny dipping, Aussie. Is that what you walked into? Oh no, a bogan of the ocean. Fucking hell. They're not allowed to jet ski on this beach. It's forbidden because we've got the shark sanctuary up that end, which is where this fucker has come from. It's not a surf rescue jet ski. They are banned from this beach. You fucking bogan, fuck off. Can you tell I don't like jet skis? You fuck off into the ocean, you fuck. Ugh. Thank you for scaring away the dolphins and the whales and all of the other animals that roam freely down here. I hate that. It's like we've got dedicated beaches for them. Piss off. There is nothing more liberating than walking nudie up the beach. You could be right, Joey. There's someone swimming out there. They're swimming the length of the beach. That's not the sort of swim I have. I go in, frolic, lie on my back, like float around for a while, bit of body surfing. I don't swim the length of the beach, but there's someone out there who is. I can remember my mum going to swingers parties in PNG when I was young. Everyone's skinny dipping. I didn't figure it out until years later. Serena, I don't know your age, but we've probably got quite a few people in common because weirdly, I don't know why, but weirdly, a lot of the boarders at the school that I went to were from PNG, like a lot. And if you're around the same age as I am, we probably would know people in common. Were you in Port Moresby? We're free to be what we want. Hey, Coach Clearfloss, get your gear off. Is this near where the Lonigans were abandoned at sea? I love how whenever you come in, you do a reference to a true crime case. No, this is where Harold Holt. It's not, but for the sake of silliness. Anyone got any spare razors or wax strips, please and thank you. Got some pruning to do before our skinny dip. Thanks, Grievous, for sharing. Well, you don't need to prune. You don't need to prune because it's not like it's going to be hanging out the side of your bikini bums or your bather bums, you know what I mean? So once it's out there flapping in the breeze, you're naked and you've got, well, very smart recliner detective MI5. You're almost 53. Yeah, so we probably would know a few people in common, I reckon. I love your mum. I love your mum too. Yeah, you were in Port Moresby. They, Madang, and others. Oh, so you lived all over the place. Happy New Year, Coach Clearfloss. And yes, no pruning. Yeah, we had a lot of PNG borders. We had I'll just do surnames, Twivy, Pendry, Nation. And what were those two gorgeous girls? But yeah, there was one Twiby girl. She was actually my sister's year. She was a year older than me, and I'm older than you. You were born in Balolo. You're going to need a brush cutter for your 70s bush. Oh, my God. Let it flow. Exactly. Let it flow. Let it flap in the breeze. Let it flow. Let it flow. I went live so people could throw their 2021 woes into the ocean, and now we're all talking about pubic hairdos. You did live literally everywhere, so maybe you don't because you probably weren't in one place long enough. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the surname of the two little girls who started when I was in grade 4. I can't remember. But all super cool kids. Really cool. Loved all the borders from Papua New Guinea. They were just a little bit more exotic than the ones from, rural Tasmania. So has anyone got any pubic hair woes they want to throw out into the ocean? Because apparently none of us have been traumatised terribly by YouTube. We've thrown Natasha Cooper and Lynn out into the ocean. We've thrown the recliner. Trixie Tension's toxic family members are all floating around out there somewhere. People asking me if I still work in real estate, they're all out there. I feel like I've missed someone. AJ, what did we throw out there for you? Pretty much everyone's throwing their bathers out there. Oh, back on the swingers parties, my mum and bought a glass dining room table and diets, that's right, yeah, shitty diets. A glass dining table, and they'd all sit around it and take their bottoms off and look through and laugh their heads off. And I suspect later in the night things might have got a little bit saucier. I wasn't awake and around to know, but your star hairs? What the fuck is star hairs? What is star hairs? Yeah, strip poker. We played strip poker one year down at a shack. Family friends had a shack on beautiful Bruny Island, and quite a few families would go down there. A few of them had caravans and stuff, but it was a big old rambling kind of falling apart farmhouse. And there was a bunkhouse that had lots of bunks in it for all of the kids. And we were playing strip poker. And a friend of mine was losing badly and she was stark naked. But at the start of the game, because none of us wanted to end up naked, we all put on like every piece of clothing, life jackets, hats, boots, 3 pairs of socks. So we all had so much clothing on. And we'd pushed a dresser up against the door so the parents wouldn't come in. Anyway, it turns out the dresser was light as a feather, and Dr. Freeman, who owned the shack, pushed the door in, and there's Katrina sitting there stark naked and her brother next to her with like jumpers and beanies and caps and life jackets and shit on. And Uncle John said, "Katrina, why are you naked?" And she's like, "Because I'm really hot." And then he looked at her brother Stephen and said, "Why are you wearing so many clothes?" And he said, "Oh, I'm really cold." I don't know. Near your. Oh, look, we're not. No. We're moving on from hairs now that I've worked out what you're talking about. No. Can we not? I will give Sunny the biggest smooch from you, Ozzy. I'm going to head into the ocean shortly for a brisk dip. It's going to be brisk. Even my friend Wendy, who goes in the water all the time, didn't. Or I'll definitely be coming down for an afternoon one because it'll be hotter a bit later. It's about 24 when I left home, though. Yes, Lee, we know. The shocking starfish. Jesus. Stop it, people. It's not too early for alcohol, but it is too early for chocolate starfish, okay? I did ignore you. I don't want to talk about hair on your anus, okay? Can I be more clear than that? I'm dead too, Sarita and Lady. I'm dead. We're look. It's a very sharing community. Why we don't have 600 people in chat is beyond me. I mean, I can guarantee that we are the only channel today that will talk about the hairs of the star. But all the channels bitching about Natasha Cooper will have 1,000 people sitting in there lapping it up. Isn't everyone bored? I mean, what more? Look, they're all talking a lot. She's still fucking on YouTube. Talk is cheap. Although it's proving to be very profitable for a lot of them, which is why they now are all constantly going live about Natasha Cooper. And so the stupid bullshit YouTube cycle continues. Thank you very much, Lee D. That goes straight to the Sunny Fund. It's a bummer I can't see what it is. I'm hoping it's a starfish or a star. No, there's a woman doing laps of the beach, like in the water. She's coming back already, and there's another girl out there swimming, but no future husbands in the sea for you at the moment. Oh, there'll be a few down the end in the surf. But I'm in my little horseshoe, so you can't see them. They're hiding. But after your star comments, I think you might have to, you know, tidy yourself up a little if you're thinking of nabbing an Aussie dude, because that's just the way it is. Lee D's very kind. Any future ex-boyfriends for you? One of my mates, whenever he starts seeing someone, although he's been with the same girl for over a decade now and they've got a kid, so I think he's done well. But before he met her, he used to say, "Oh, I've got a new girlfriend. I'd like to meet you to meet the future Mrs., future ex-Mrs., and then his surname." I thought that's not a healthy way to go into a relationship, but he was right until the last one. And he never said that about her anyway. I think he knew he'd found the one. All right, you've got 3 minutes to throw whatever woes remain into the ocean. I'm not actually going to go in the water now. I'm going to come back down later. It's not that warm, and I'm sitting here in my bathers, and I'm not warm enough to contemplate going in there. Excellent. You've got your wax pot on. Awesome. I truly do believe we are the only channel that is talking about pubic hair grooming today on YouTube. But maybe I should do a live entitled "How Big is NC's Bush?" and imagine how many people would come running. In fact, fuck it. As a social experiment, I will. And we'll just sit there and watch them all pour in to see us talking about NC's bush. There's probably a Munchkin family living in it. She doesn't even know they're there. Why do my numbers increase when I'm about to log off, boo-boo? Has someone gone into a Discord and said, "Oh, my God, Tori's talking about NC's bush"? Oh, they've dropped again. But I guarantee if I did a live, I'd probably get removed from YouTube, though. NC. Just think of the biggest scammer on YouTube right now. It's not that hard. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. But when I do my How Do We Solve a Problem Like Natasha live, I know that I will get probably 40 or 50 people rolling in. Everyone here is working on their map of Tassie. Us Tasmanian folk, we believe that Tasmania is a heart-shaped island and has got nothing to do with the pubic hair region of men and women. Got it? Groovy. Happy New Year, beautiful Trixie Tension. You stay safe too. The COVID's is in Tasmania now. It's everywhere. But they're doing a really cool thing here called COVID at home. So if you get it and you're able to isolate at home, they drop this little thing off. It's like a lunchbox, like a plastic thing. And it's got like an Android device and your temperature testing, your breathing testing, and a few other bits and pieces. And you can pretty much sort of look after yourself at home. And there's been a few people that have already had to do it, and they were saying it was fantastic. I mean, they didn't like having Omicron, but they said being able to just stay at home, and they give you a there are lots of siblings in the room. We were really young, and it wasn't poker, it was strip jack naked. And nothing gross happened. We were little kids. Yes, we were Tasmanians, but no. They're calling it virtual hospital. Oslings are so funny. Oslings, I like that. Yeah, it's a great idea because it frees up the beds for people who need it. And, you know, they're saying we're all going to get it, which worries me because if they say things like that, people do get blasé and nobody really knows yet what the long COVID is going to be like with Omicron. So, you know, you wouldn't wish it on people because even if it's a milder variant, the people that are dealing with long COVID, it's a pretty horrible thing. So, yeah, but if I do unfortunately get it, if I can look after myself at home, a local IGA delivers food, so I don't need to worry about running out of food or anything, and they just leave it on your doorstep. Well, they're starting to pull all the testing clinics down here, or closing them, not pulling them down. There's a lot that are still around, but the big public one that had the ridiculously long queue, it was actually private, but there's so many places you can go to get tested, but everyone would just go off to the showgrounds and then complain about sitting in queues. And all these medical centres are like, we can do testing, come to us. Yeah, the testing, because it's a new approach, and a lot of self-management. I mean, even down to contacting all of your casual contacts and close contacts and stuff. But if I get the option and I don't get too flattened by it, if I get it, I'm going to do it from home. And once you've got this kit, if you start punching results into your Android device and it's starting to look like you're not doing too well, then they will take you to the hospital or one of the medical hotels. There goes a plane. Goodbye. If you're the people who brought Omicron into the island, fuck you. Bye. Off you go. Don't come back. See ya. Bye. We've got so many tourists here, it's fucked. Maybe they should have done herd immunity. Well, I'm glad that they didn't. I think it's good that they waited till vaccination numbers were up. Although, you know, now they're saying even the double vaxxed that get Omicron are having a shitty time. Like you really need the booster too, but I'm not due for my booster till February. Yeah, it is really cool. You need to Google it. Aussies have got the best humour like the Irish. I think we're a pretty funny bunch, but we love taking the piss out of ourselves too, which is refreshing, I think. There's not a lot of self-deprecating people on the planet, um, which is why I didn't really like Hannah Gadsby's Nanette, because she berated herself for being self-deprecating and said she was going to stop doing it. And I'm like, don't make self-deprecation politically incorrect. Fuck, that's very un-Australian, kiddo. She spent too much time living in the States. She went all PC and said it's not healthy. Well, it's not healthy if you're doing it, if you're being critical of yourself and putting yourself down all the time. But if you're taking the piss out of yourself, bring it the fuck on. We all need to lighten up. But yeah, the virtual hospitals are great, and we call it COVID at home. And there's a guy called Simon Boosh who was in one of our papers yesterday, but online, talking about his experience, and it was really interesting. Yeah, nah. There's a lot of peeps on the beach now. I'm glad I did my walk early this morning. I was only on the beach with 2 other people at 6:30 a.m. Well, I'm going to head back up the hill. I'm actually getting hungry. I need some lunch. I'm making toasted open sandwiches with leftover Italian sausages that are really juicy and full of flavour, and melted cheese and some mustard and some tomato. Does that sound good? Like a sausage cheese melt kind of thing. Mm-mm-mm. And I also made some vanilla yogurt yesterday. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will be going live. I've bumped it till 1 p.m. I don't know if I should still do it or not. Should I delete it now that I've done this one? Maybe I will. I just thought it's going to get really hot. Well, not really hot, but it might be hot in the house. See you, Lady. Happy New Year, beautiful. Yeah, it sounds yum, doesn't it? I was like, what can I do with these leftover sausages? And I'm like, oh, my God. I can slice them in half. Some Turkish bread, some butter, some Dijon mustard, because that's the only mustard I eat. Well, no, it's not true. Bye, Joey. Drop a link for her lunch. Happy New Year's to you too, Sarita. Thank you, Peace, Love, Smiles. We do have a nice time here. And I do love sharing this beautiful beach with you. In fact, I might just go for a little stroll. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to head back up. I need food. Happy New Year, Groovers. May 2022 be filled with fun, friends, family, love, laughter, and bags of blessings for you all. Thank you so much, Troy. Thank you too. Back at you too, Miss Kay from Lee D and me. Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. I think 2022 has a lot of potential. I think we can flick our woes out now and head into 2022 with optimism. And, yep, there'll be challenges. I mean, just being alive brings challenges. But if we all look out for each other and stay safe out there and remember to keep laughing through all of this shit, we'll be all right. My pleasure, Sarita. You cheered me up too. I mean, I didn't need cheering up, but you guys coming in and hanging out always makes me happy. But I really love you guys, truly, and so does Sunny, except for my friend Laura. She doesn't like her for some reason. But Happy New Year, everyone, and I might bail from the live. I was going to do a bit later. Yeah, head to the beach. Happy New Year to you all. Stay blessed. Much love to you all. That's a beautiful message. Thank you. Peace, love, smiles. Head to the beach if you can. and see you again very soon. Stay groovy, everyone. Anastasia Beaverhausen, Happy New Year, Groovers.